So hello everyone. In this video, I'll be covering things related to the fancy wires and display types. So let's move forward. So there are a few options which I would like to tell you before I move into the fancy wires. So here you can see the icons of components, but you can convert it back to the name of them. So to do that, just go to the display and draw icon. Click on that. Now you can see the names. So everyone have his own uh, thing that some people want name and some prefer the icons. I prefer absolutely names. So let's move forward. In this video, I'll be telling you about these fancy wires. Let's disable these first. So let's understand the first code first. Now what I have done here, there are three curves. Their name is here. So when I this is or in orange color because it you can see it says empty curve parameter, and this one contains this particular curve in Rhino. It becomes green when I click on this, and this curve contains this one. So I am sending all of these curves, and this one is empty to a merge component. What it does, it merges them. If you want to know what a particular component does, you just right click on it and go to help. Let's see what it does. It takes a data stream one and results merge them. So you just send a bunch of data and it will merge them. What I'm doing, I'm sending these curves into a divide curve component. What it does, it takes a curve and decides how many times the curves would divide. So if you can see, I have uh, selected the three, so this particular curve is divided into three segment 1, 2, and 3, and this one too. And the next component, what it does, it makes a circle. The circle parameters are taken from the points of the division, and the radius is equal to the number of points. So you can see as the number of points is increasing, radius is also increasing. And the last thing I have done is extrude. Let me enable it, and so this is how it's working. So the thing I want to talk to you about right now is about these wires. How does they work? You can enable and disable them from here. If you disable them, yeah, all of them becomes of the same color. Otherwise, there's some meaning to what these colors mean. So if you go to the first one, you can see this one is in orange. If any fancy wire, we call these fancy wires, if any wire is in orange color, that means there is no data is flowing. If there is a solid gray line, so it means single item is flowing. So single item here, and in these two cases, you can see the single data is flowing. If you are exporting a list, then you will get a double gray line, which is visible here. It is in double gray color. And if you are outputting a tree data structure, then it will be in a dotted line. And there's one more thing I'd like to cover. And the next thing is the display types. So consider this particular wire, and I want to because when we make a algorithm, we get a bunch of components. So these wires may distract us from doing what we want to. So you can even hide them, or uh, d- lower the opacity. What you can do. So I want to hide this particular wire. So right click on the input. Um, and go to the wire display and faint. Now you can see it is little bit lower opacity over here, and you can even hide it, but it will keep on functioning. That go to the hidden, you will see a little Wi-Fi kind of icon, and that's pretty much nice. And go to the wire display and default. And this one more thing, last one, like if you have to break a connection, what you can do. So you can click on the input and go to disconnect. Go. It is disconnected. And other way around is press Alt Control key and drag it back to the input. So this is how we do it. Press Control. So now it's done. So this was all about the fancy OS. In from the next videos, I will be covering these component palette tabs. So see you in next video.